it's an unwritten culture. As a man, if you are not successful in that term, people see it's like you're not a man. Now, I think I went to Dubai twice. There are a lot of our guys that they are littered, they don't get job, but they are there. They are too ashamed to come back. It's actually unfair being a man. In the world, yeah.
How is it unfair? Have you been a woman?
You will say that now because you're a woman.
Will I say because I'm a man before? Will you wash the clothes? Will you cook? Will you take care of the children? Will you take care of the house?
If you will provide the things that I provide as a man, I will do all of those things.
You don't got to, you're being petty. What's that? Hey guys. Our society has streamlined the perfect qualities of being a man. You have to be strong, you have to be brave, responsible, and most of all, successful. And so many men have crafted different approaches to who and what being a man entails. That is why it is no longer a science, but rather an art. This is the art of being a man. You're welcome to the Gistoclockpodcast. My name is Jess, the host with the most, and I've got on set with me young author Chineme Ike, filmmaker, producer, entrepreneur, menunganga, my guy. Funny thing, young author featured on an earlier episode in 2021, this studentpreneur. You guys should check that out. Also, if you're yet to subscribe, click on the subscription button on the notification panel and like and share our videos. Now back to you, my guy. How are you doing, man?
Well, I'm fine.
You look great.
What can I say, man?
Tell me, from studentpreneur to
I think I'm one of the pioneer guests you guys have here, so I'm hoping to come again. And one of these days I'll come as a 100-year-old man to talk about the journey.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into the episode already. So, in your terms, who is a man?
Well, if we are to go by dictionary definition, then we're talking about the whole being male, biological, and everything. So, but I feel like a man is a male person with some sort of responsibility.
Every male person has some sort of responsibility. Everyone.
Every single person, even a young boy born today. Yes.
What is his responsibility except to eat food?
That's what I'm saying. So being a man means like with some sort of responsibility.
So if you as a man do not have a certain type of responsibility, does that make you less of a man?
To some extent, yes.
Of
course, yes. Yes. Because let me just put it like this.
Okay.
Or rather, let me not, because there's something there's something that happened, even though it doesn't really happen here, but I discovered something.
All right.
Like abroad, when you say certain things, it will come back to hurt you.
Don't worry.
Like some of the things that Kevin Hart said about the gay people came back to haunt him when they wanted to host the Oscars. And as someone that is like in the same line of business, but I just wanted to say, okay, there are certain people that, let's say, they are disadvantaged, to some extent, and it's made them unable to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's swallowing his words. Okay, do you believe that the society has set like an impossibly high standard for the male folk?
Yes, it's actually unfair being a man. In the world, yeah.
How is it unfair? Have you been a woman?
You will say that now because you're a woman.
Will I say because I'm a man before?
That's the problem. We live in a society where, as a man, there's a lot on you. There's so many blames on you when you don't do certain things. And at the end of the day, you're not supposed to complain, because when you complain, you say you're weak.
Complain.
Calm down and understand where I'm coming from. Okay, so as a person, let's just say that situation made me mature overnight.
Okay.
It's not like at my age I'm supposed to be doing the things that I do, but of course, I lost my dad at a young age.
Yeah.
And I I was living with some, that stuff where they take you from the village to go and live as a
with
mate.
your uncle.
Yes, one
Ah,
uncle, one auntie. I did that as a young
Okay.
person. But then I think there's an image when I was not living at home when my dad died. So when I came back, I saw my mom on the ground. That was like my first time seeing my mom in that state. So when I was living with somebody, I've always been somebody that I'm a very stubborn person. Stubborn in the sense that I'm always thinking of what to do. What can I do? Like,
For
I don't like,
yourself.
yes, for myself. So when I saw my mom like that and I went there, I was not comfortable. So being someone that writes, the whole young girl started from being a writer. So being someone that writes, I had to start trying to publish my book.
Okay.
And I was always, so now that was what I published my book. I was still in secondary school, published my book. And of course, you cannot be living under somebody and you're making money. So I had to live there.
Of course.
Of course. So I had to live there. And I think that was like 2012. That was when I started living alone.
Are you serious?
Yes. I started living alone in ONITSHA 2012. I was paying my rent and everything. So now.
I'm sorry. How old were you then? Hey!
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really capable. But 20, I was born 98.
My goodness.
Yes, I was born.
That was really young. Please carry on.
Yeah, so basically that made me become an adult overnight. So now, of course, I trained myself through the university and everything. But the major thing was that I discovered something. Nobody asks me how you are doing. Not even family members. I don't mean it in a bad way anyway, but it's very, very rare for people to ask a man, how are you doing? It doesn't happen because, that's why. And when we say it out, it always feels like they feel like you are being weak. I've been with a friend that I felt like this is my friend. It's a female, and I felt like I could share my problems. But when you were doing it now, there was a time I saw a chat. She was telling somebody that it was like, I'm complaining to. I don't know if they felt like you are complaining because you want them to help you. Sometimes it's not about help. How many times have you seen a male person that just like has somebody that is just to tell you this thing? If you're telling somebody, especially the female person, the person would start to think that maybe you need them to help you. But sometimes you don't need this help. Sometimes you want people to hear us out. And that's the problem. They say men cry in their hearts. And you ask, why is that? Imagine a man crying now. He's going to paint the picture that this person is very weak. But this is the kind of things that men go through.
And this is the standard that the society has.
That's what it is. So that's just how it is. So that's why I said it's actually being unfair on men.
Okay.
Yeah, it's assumed that as a man, you need to be strong. You need to take it in. You need to understand that your woman will carry problem, wahala. She will be stubborn. You have to deal with her. Being a girlfriend, you deal with her. Being married and deal with her when she's pregnant and everything.
But we are there for you too. We are there. We're here. So
how are you there for us?
I don't get. We are there for you.
Yes.
Whatever you want us to do, we do it.
Yes.
I mean, if you want a particular type of dish, the lady goes out of her way to make it.
Yeah. With my money, right? Have you? I'm sure that if your boyfriend borrows you money now, you expect, and they later dash you more than they borrowed, you still expect him to give you back the one they borrowed. That is why a girl we borrow. That's why a girl will borrow their man money to go and buy something, and then at the end of the day, maybe they have a little problem. Like, after everything I did for you.
We don't do that
everything
here.
I did for you.
No, we don't do that here.
It happens. No, see, the beautiful thing is, it's actually out there in social media. As a lady, do you know that you can have minus 700 naira in your account today, and next month you get married? Like, you can have minus 700. I didn't say minus 700 naira. On your wedding day, your account can be reading 1,000 naira, but you're doing wedding. It's not possible for a man. It's not possible. Yes, I know that we live in a situation where, in a society where right now women are trying, the women are like, they are doing it, they are working hard. The women, I give them that respect. But the thing is that naturally, the way it's set, as a woman, you don't really need to be successful for you to, get married, that kind of thing, set up a family, as long as you have a man. That's the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then, a popular question. If a man is not a provider, what else can he be? I mean, you already said you have to be, as a man, you must be successful. As a woman, according to him, you don't need to be successful to get married at all. But as a man, if he is not a provider, what else can he be?
Protector.
Protector.
Yeah.
Wine.
Of course, when
So protector, but we'll be hungry.
No, the thing is this. You guys, if you should paint your question like that, as a man, I would want to protect the family I'll protect you as you make the money so that you can take care of the family.
So I should be the successful one now.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Trust me. See, if you ask some men today, if they are given the chance to be the may they stay for house husband, they will say, please let me stay at home. Let me stay. Like, imagine where we are now with the air conditioner and everything. Yeah.
Will you wash the clothes? Will you cook? Will you take care of the children? Will you take care of the house?
If you will provide the things that I provide as a man, I will do all of those things.
You don't got to, you're being petty. What's that supposed to mean?
Okay, let me put it like this. I think it's maybe because of the kind of person I am, which I will still attribute to the kind of life I had. So I naturally can cook, I dey clean. So maybe that's why I feel like this. But I still think that women work hard though. I'm not looking down on, before they will come for me on social media. I'm not looking down on women, they keep the house. We understand.
Yeah.
They keep the house, they take care of the kids. And I'm not saying these things are small. But trust me, there are still many families where the men are doing it. The men are doing it and all of that. I had a relationship where there's nothing, I don't do this whole alpha male thing. I don't do alpha male. It's collective. There's nothing like this is the person that does this or this is the person that does that. Everybody is working hard. It's this, that's the kind of person I am.
Like a 50-50 kind of thing.
There's no 50-50.
60-40.
Okay, I'm just referring to the whole taking care of the house.
Generally.
But if I'm talking about providing things now,
I don't know.
It's of course it has to be the man now. Yeah, but I'm just talking about I'm just trying to say that even in the house, like there are men still do these things, but you rarely hear about it. But then if it's the one that men do not do now, it's out there and everything. See, the society is not being fair to the man, and I feel like it's time that they start trying to understand that men have feelings too. Men feel sometimes, we want people to listen to us, to understand that, it's tough. The responsibility, the kind of stuff that is on the head of a man. And the thing is this, sometimes the girl will tell you, I understand your condition. You don't need to worry. But you still have no saying, I don't need to worry in this condition. No, come on. The girl will tell you, say, I'm with you, even if you don't have money. We are going to do this thing together. Give it a couple of years now. And situations.
It doesn't mean you should sit on your oaths and say, because she said we'll do it together. You will now sit down and not try to make things happen.
That's what I'm saying. That is why at the end of the day, the man will still get up and then go out there to keep doing. I watched a video where some people were trying to cross to Europe and then they are all on the sea. Trust me, all of these people, why do you think they are taking that risk? It's not for them. Go to Dubai now. I think I went to Dubai twice. There are a lot of our guys that they are littered, they don't get job. But they are there. They are too ashamed to come back. Try and understand. If it's a girl, the girl will just come. Nobody will know. But these guys are afraid. Why would they come back? Some of them had to sell land to go there and it didn't really favor them. So, but wherever they are, they're always thinking about home. That's why as a man, if wherever you are, you're thinking about, okay, at a point, you need to build house, you need to do all these things. Yeah. The society, we've been made it's an unwritten culture. As a man, if you are not successful in that term, in your introduction, you mentioned it. The word, you used the word successful. So if you're not successful, people see it's like you're not a man. And that was I had to agree. That was I told you that a man is somebody, you need to have that responsibility. If you're not solving a problem in your family, in your immediate family, something like that, then
okay. Two things. First, what can the society do to relieve the burden of the male folk?
I think let's start with them being understanding, especially the female folks. You guys should understand that we're not fighting. We love you guys. We love women and we protect women. Trust me, men, we protect women, our women a lot, especially Anambra men. So I'm asking everybody, if you want to get married, make sure you get married to an Anambra man because we don't joke with our women. You understand? So, but we love our women, we protect them, but sometimes it's, there are certain things that happen that makes. There's a reason why some young guys go into scams, internet scams. I'm not recommending that. I'm against. In fact, I'm doing a documentary on cybercrime. But then some of the reason is because now, with the whole thing happening in the university, you see, I've seen small boys of 17, 16 years building houses in the village, driving cars, and look at me. I have the person. The funny thing is that the person does not have the name that I have.
Yeah, but
my account is empty. So now now the name the girl go chop. So I wouldn't blame the girl. As a man, get as things go be for me. I have to see my girlfriend and be like, I love you, babe, but If you see where fine go, maybe
Don't do that to me.
you will not understand.
Are you serious?
I will prefer that than the person leaving me at some point. So so it's messed up. But then I feel like if the society could understand that it's not easy being a man, and that some of these pressures, some of these things make people take decisions. Some people commit suicide because of these things. Some people put hands where they're not supposed to put hands. Like there are people that literally tell you, I will do anything it takes to be successful. You think it's a joke, they will do it. So, but if that pressure could come down, if we could have, women caring more, like not just like caring in the sense, it is not even about providing, because now the way our mind is, when you're not providing, the man is, as a man, if your girl give you money, you're already calculating, hey, if my girl gives me money, it means I need to give her 2 times what she has given me.
No,
listen. Okay, for instance, on your boyfriend's birthday, you buy jeans and top for him. You don't know that the only thing is calculating is, okay, if you bought jeans and top, that means I'll buy this and still add shoe and this. Yes, because there's no way, if he had bought only wristwatch and you bought 2 things for him, he's already thinking this thing you bought is like, that's just the mentality because of the way it's structured. But when you make them feel safe, like you need to understand that it's okay. They can be who they are. So it's once we start to feel that safety, things will begin to get better.
So as a lady, you are saying now, for me to, relieve the burden of my man, I have to listen.
Thank you, listen. So it's not just about, don't try to make it look like you want to help him solve his problem. Because we don't like it.
So you don't like me bringing solutions, Seth?
No, like, how will I put it? Okay, for instance, not like bringing solutions are okay. Just like, okay, I think I've had a situation like that where I think another guy wanted to buy something like in school, and somebody wanted to buy it. And I got angry. I said, why now? Like, I don't get money at that point, but I'm like,
why
if you needed this thing, now you're supposed to tell me, and it's out of shame because that kind of thing. So
your ego is being
stuff like that. So you see, at the end of the day, but if you guys make us feel safe, like,
so you're saying I should be an understanding girlfriend too.
Thank you. Understanding girlfriend in the actual sense of it, though, not the
Okay. So someone said heartbreaks are necessary for self-development. How true is that?
It's true. Very, very true. Because we all learn lessons when things go wrong. In fact, I think that's why they always say failures or stuff like that, they shouldn't be the end of the journey.
Yeah,
this thing should make you be better. Yes, I've had my own fair share. And if anything, I learned a lot from it. And it has made me become cautious about certain things. It has made me I am more careful. And it also helps me because now I know some of the things I did wrong at certain points in my life, and I try to do better. I feel like it's actually an opportunity for you to do better.
So are you saying that every man, every male should at least have like a couple of heartbreaks?
They should, because even if it's not just one. See, the reason is because sometimes some people don't understand that there are other sides of life. Can imagine when you give birth to some children, and that's why some rich people, you see, at some point they carry the child, be like, oh yeah, enter keke, that kind of thing. They'll be like, they are rich, they'll be like, oh yeah, go to this public school. It's not like they cannot afford to go to the best, but sometimes they'll be like, the parents look at the fact that it was the kind of background they came from that made them, to this stage, and they want their children to do this thing. Now, when these children have this balanced life, they'll be able to survive. Now, you see, there are some families that, let's say, it's very rare actually, but they might be very rich, and at some point something bad happens, and they just go from there to there. Now imagine what is going to be disastrous for these kids.
Sure.
Something like that. So when people experience two sides of life, like it prepares you, because life can never be fair. Life is not fair. Life will deal with you. Life will pound you like pepper. Life will show you pepper, even though it's very expensive. So life will show you a lot of things, but these things help to prepare you for that.
Okay, so tip from young author: experience 1 or 2 heartbreaks.
Yeah, it's very important. I did, and I came back alive. So
it is very necessary for self-development. Not my words, guys. Yeah. Okay. So to round up this episode, we have our redo segment. Are you ready for me?
Your what?
Redo segment. I'm gonna give you some riddles. Let me test how smart.
I would have thought you would tell me to prepare myself.
If I tell you to prepare yourself, no, it's not going to be nice.
All right. Okay.
It's not going to be nice. Let me get that for you. Okay. So I'm going to give you three.
Okay.
I need to find something very difficult.
Why would you do? You see, that's what I'm talking about. You don't
You're
care.
a
You don't
man.
care. You don't. You see.
You are a
Oh
man.
God. You see.
You said you have
That
to
is
be
the summary.
strong.
That's the
Oh,
summary.
you see, you just
You
said
don't
you
care
have
about my emotional being
I will
because I'm
care
a
about
man.
that later. But for the reasons, you have to be strong, you have to be smart, articulative.
Okay. All right.
Be the man.
Okay.
Please leave me alone. Okay. I am light as a feather, yet even the strongest man cannot hold me for much more than a minute. What am I?
I thought normally during the exam, I'm supposed to have option A, option
Option
B,
A,
option C.
option is this side. Where is the paper? Who is the invigilator?
Okay, light as a feather, right?
Yes, I am light as a feather, yet even the strongest man cannot hold me for much more than a minute. What am I?
This is strong. Oh. Hey, God.
The strongest man. You know, we're talking about men right now. Should I read it again?
Light as a feather, but the strongest man cannot hold more than a minute.
Yes, what am I?
Okay. I will say air.
Should I give him?
Give me some clue. Give me some
You
clue.
wish yeah, clue. You're not
Give me
gonna,
some clue now. Come on.
you're not gonna get any clue. Okay, I'll give you half. The answer is breath. And air and breath, yeah. Should I give him?
It should give me. I fucking got it.
They say no, you don't follow.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. The next one.
I am always coming but never arrive. What am I?
Tomorrow.
That was simple, right?
I had to think.
It was
Come on, trust me.
think what?
I had to think. You had no idea what else went through my brain now to think about this. The reason why I could answer that is because as a young person, I used to be very broke. I am still broke anyway. So there's a woman that will always write no credit, come tomorrow. So if you come tomorrow, it's still the same thing because that's how I know. So,
yeah, you see, I wasn't wrong.
Experience, yeah.
Okay.
And that actually happens only to men.
See, after this episode, we'll go outside and fight.
You see, and you know I will not fight you because a woman was supposed to take care of you. So.
One more video and I'm rounding up this episode, please.
Okay, let's go again.
Okay, what can you catch but not true?
You can catch feeling, but you know future feeling.
If I catch feelings for you, I throw it back now.
And not be you true and come myself. I go, wait till I will give you again. I already have the feeling that you threw something me, I catch it.
It's not correct.
Okay, let me try again.
What can you catch but not true?
Can catch sickness now.
You're close. Let me just go.
Disease.
Disease, you go. You are close. Oh!
What can you catch but not true? Feelings is out of it. Sickness is out of it.
You are close. I said you are close, and that's the only hint I'm going to give you.
Okay.
So you have one more chance. What can you catch but not true?
Cold.
And that's correct. So I heard this oldies while I was prepping for this episode. I don't know if you know it. To be a man is not a day's job. Are we talking about bricklayer job, Abby? It's the bombastic side eye for me. It's the bombastic side eye for me.
Okay.
Is it? I'm asking now.
To be a man.
It's not a
day
like
job.
bricklayer work. They are packing sand or what? It's not me that sang the song. Now I'm just asking you.
It's everything. No, it's not just a bricklayer job.
Okay, but it's packing sand.
I don't want to be lost. But yeah, of course, that's part of it.
Yeah, so what it basically means is it's not just something that starts today, it's something that progresses over time.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure.
But in my next life, I'm definitely going to be a woman. Thank you very much.
That's the result, of course.
Because
that's the result. Come on.
It's not a day's job
It's
anyway.
not,
so thank you so much, young author, for gracing our podcast once again.
I'm looking forward to the next episode. I think in the next 5 years,
do you say in 5 years? I mean tomorrow. next
Marlon.
year, next month. Come on.
Marlon.
Yes.
This family, man.
All right. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, guys, for staying with us. This is Jessica from the Just the Clock podcast signing out. Peace.